Okay, so I got this Hyundai, I forgot the name, Palisade. I don't know. So I'm feeling the car, and it's kind of gritty, sandy feel to it. Even though she cleaned the car, it definitely needs to be clay barred. I mean, obviously right now you see it's raining. I'm just gonna wash it out in the rain. But what we're doing to this car is we're gonna gloss it. And the fact that we're glossing it, any extra step I can take for a better result, I'm gonna do it. That's one of them. Of course, I can pull the car in, dry it off, let it sit overnight, do what I need to do, but taking this extra, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I'll clay bar it, wash it, then pull it in. It's already wet, so well, there's my baby. The car, not the guy, if y'all saw that. I'm just gonna use water and Dawn dish soap and some water and probably just let it rinse off in the rain. All right, next morning, we let this sit overnight. All the water should be gone. We're gonna go ahead and spray this a new army green color. Everyone wants army green. And then we're also gonna keep the silver and chrome black. So that's gonna be gloss black, gloss army green. This is gonna look good. All right, let's get to masking. Car is masked and we're ready for our final wipe. Of course, we're gonna use the Wagner Pro 130 on this Hyundai, I don't know, I forgot the name. Palisade. I keep forgetting. Palisade, I keep forgetting. If there's a better way of doing something, I feel like I'm gonna go about doing it. So I do enjoy spraying the base with the Wagner Pro 130. I'm able to apply 4 gallons in probably one hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, 4 gallons. After that, I'm gonna let it sit overnight, just so that way all the chrome accents can dry overnight, and then we can tape them up, spray the green, unmask it, gloss it, and call it a day. So let's spray the black base. black base is applied. We let it sit overnight, so I know it has plenty of time to dry and harden. We are gonna go ahead and start to mask all the chrome accents that she wants to black out. But I do want to talk about all tape is not created equal. Here's what I mean. You need to have delicate surface tape if you plan on spraying a black base down first, or any color base at that, and then spray over it. So you need a couple different things. You need delicate surface tape, and then you also need your standard blue painter's tape. Both go hand in hand, and here's what I mean. Whenever I go to put this delicate surface tape down, I'm gonna apply it directly over the black trim because I want to keep it black. But I can't just leave it at that. If I decide to spray over it, what's gonna happen is the solvents within the paint are gonna seep through the tape, and it's gonna leave like a sticky residue behind. That's a pain to remove. You're defeating the whole purpose. So to counter it, you have to put delicate surface tape down first and then put blue tape over it. It's like too sticky but solvent resistant, not sticky and not solvent resistant. So essentially combine both to have the best of both. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so I kind of have a little dilemma. This gasket here is butted right up against the car. And of course, you got oh, why didn't you just remove it before you started spraying? There's like plastic clips every inch along the way. Oh, ain't nobody got time for that. So an easier method is I knew that when spraying, the paint would create a bond. So it needs to be separated. And I don't have enough time for whenever I spray the gloss over this to open up the doors and go through all that. I don't want to go through that hassle. So let's use our J tape for a different reason than what we normally do for this. So it's still intended to pull the gasket back and kind of tuck it downwards. So time consuming, but it is definitely going to make the project that much better. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Another one of those projects that are going really well. And I'd love to say all of the projects go this smoothly. They don't. However, this one's going really good, and I like the color. As you guys saw, the color coverage was super fast. We did about 3, maybe 4 coats in total. It looks good, and it's like super matte finish. So that means I know it's gonna look really good when we gloss it. Our goal isn't to apply the clear coat crazy wet where we're about to get a run. It's just we're just trying to apply a nice even wet coat. All right, I know some of you guys probably noticed that dent. As I mentioned before, it won't necessarily make it go away. However, it will cover it quite well. It's not completely gone. Whenever we clear coat it, it's still gonna be there. However, it did fill in pretty well, so I like it. All right, so let's talk about how to spray spherical clear coat with an HVLP gun. That is probably the only way I would suggest on spraying spherical clear coat. Use a compressor, 60 gallon minimum, 1.3 tip when spraying the clear coat. Another thing, lighting plays a huge factor when spraying. Pick one of these up. If you're really serious about spraying a car, 70 bucks, 75 bucks, somewhere in that price range. Even if it only lasts you, I don't know, 10 cars at $7 a car. It helps, it will last you longer than 10 cars, but I'm just simple math, you get it. That's kind of a little bit about what you need. I do want to talk about on the mixing side of things. You want to do a 1-to-1 mix ratio. This line's for your clear coat, this line's for your activator, right? You're going to pour your clear coat all the way up to level 5, and you'll pour your activator all the way up to level 5 here. Of course, if you're doing a smaller project and you don't need an entire quart of clear coat, then only do up to level 3 and then pour your activator up to level 3, or 1 and up to 1 if you're doing like a sample. You guys get it. But I typically, whenever I'm spraying a car, I'll just put it up to level 5, activator up to level 5, mixy mix, and then continue spraying. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. In paint world, standard automotive clear, you open up the gun all the way almost to right where it's about to come out, right? This means all fluidly possible product is coming out. That's for your standard automotive clear. We're gonna do the opposite. Close it all the way. I can't even pull the trigger. No product will come out. Now, turn it 1, 2 turns, give or take. This should be a good starting point when spraying. You'll notice on the test hood, whenever I start the first pass, it's not super wet and super glossy. The second pass, same thing, but that first pass is a little bit more glossy. You'll see what I'm talking about. Come on, let's go. All right, it is the next morning. I did get a couple runs. I got these in my base. When I was using that HS sprayer, I hit here, and then I went back and I just saw it, and it's just, so I thought I sanded it or scuffed it smooth enough. I thought wrong. Same with that, I saw that too. So I think I'm gonna flow coat the entire thing anyways. I mean, it's not, like right here, look at this. This was for me spraying this way. So all my spray pattern is going in here, and then down here, dry spray. It's very, very dry. By the time it reaches here, the paint is already a little bit harder and it's just sticking there. So I gotta sand that, scuff it, or sand it. This looks okay, it's all right. I mean, there's still some imperfections. I don't think this is deliverable, Ooh, in my opinion. I mean, could I get away with, you know, unmasking, cleaning everything up and delivering to the customer? Maybe, but I know that if I take an extra step, it'll be that much better. And I have it for another day, so Why not? That's my justification. The window trim came out really good. I'm liking that. It's gonna look good. These came out really nice. There is some orange peel. There is. A little bit of trash. Some things here and there. I'm learning. I know hands down I definitely need a better airflow in here. But yeah. So let's flow coat it. I'm gonna go see if I can go get some 1500 grit sandpaper DA 6-inch hook and ladder. That's a sub. Hook and loop. So this should look really good. Smooth all this out and then just apply one nice even wet coat. It will definitely make it look that much better. I like this, but let's do better. All right, come on. Let's say 2 hours. Ended up sanding with 1000 grit sandpaper. That's all what they had. This is super smooth. Everything. I mean, there's a few nibs here and there, but yeah. So next is our final coat of clear coat. So I got activator and I got clear coat here, 1-to-1 mix ratio. I'll apply a nice even wet coat. Let it sit overnight, come back tomorrow, and then unmask and deliver, and we'll be done. I see a little bit of, see that right there? That means I could have sprayed wetter. Just a little bit, just a quick little, if you see those dots, spray just a little wetter. If you see those ripples, look right here. See those ripples? That means you sprayed too heavy. This is gonna look good in the sunlight and at night. All right, let me stop walking around and kicking up dirt, getting it all on the tops. This looks good. And it's peelable. Crazy. All right, guys, good night. All right, so cleanup is done. Well, most of it's cleaned up. We still got some window trim and some of the windows and tires that we want to clean up. But overall, like, beautiful, beautiful. And it's peelable, like wet sand, buffable, gas proof, scratch resistant, the whole nine. And it's peelable. Like that's, I just can't get over that. I'm excited on how this color turned out. She showed us what she wanted. We told her we'd try and get close. I know some of the black trim was a little bit tricky, but overall, this came out really good. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up the windows. Customer's about 10-15 minutes away, so let's see what she thinks.
My car looks amazing, bro. So good. It looks so nice, dog. Hey, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
It looks so good. Look at my roof. Your roof. Look at my roof. Your roof. It looks so good.
Color matching cup.
I'm addicted to tumblers.
Are you really?
How did you know? I love you. I have a matching compass. So cute.
I've never done that before either. So.
Don't cry. Hold it in. Hold it in. Hold it in. Hold it together. I'm a thug. I can't even do it. Oh, it's the back for me.
I know. The lettering
It's
and
the back.
everything.
It
I
looks
know.
so good.
Yeah, I like the wheels. I like the.
I know, right? It
the-
matches.
yeah, everything.
It just looks good.
Everything flows. Yes.
It just
100%.
looks so amazing. It looks so good.
Cool. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, give it like 2 or 3 days before you run it through the car wash. After that, you can do whatever you want with it. You can pressure wash, you can car wash, treat it just like normal paint.
Okay.
So. Mixing. There's a bug. Huh. I hope they don't land on the paint. And freaking cat. It's all right. This is deliverable. Ooh.
I've only been like 3 or 4 times.
Wait, what's the motion again?
No, I don't want to do it.